Alrighty, folks, welcome back. This is Queen City Gaming coming back at you guys with some Star Wars Legion unboxing. Now, guys, I know y'all have probably seen this kit available in your friendly local game store because for some reason, FFG actually made enough of these for Star Wars Legion players to get how many they wanted. Yay! Unlike all the other ones. Alrighty, guys. So this is Clan Wren. These are the Mandalorian models that are available to our Rebel players. So this kit is actually pretty cool. I have already built some up. I still need to paint them, though. So let's look at this box. So, guys, like you've seen in some of the previous FFG boxes, you'll have like the black plastic insert, and then all the cards and everything over here. When we went to these hard plastic frames, this is more what you're seeing, where everything's just kind of shoved in there, which is good and bad. It is far less plastic baggies than normal, which is great for the environment. But, yeah. So, alright, we'll put Mr. Box over there. Now, you get your regular Rebel bases like you're used to in the kit. And then you get these. Yeah, and you only get... Ooh, don't drop these. Alright, so you only get the one, guys. This is the new flight stands from Fantasy Flight Games. You're going to get 2 talls, 2 shorts. And then, guys, you get these little areas here. These little pegs are not used in the staff riders, but they're used in pretty much everything else. These are what you actually attach to the model that go here in the ball joint. So if we look at some of the jetpacks, that little clear plastic disc would sit right there, and then it allows you to attach that disc onto the flight stand itself. So in the frame, guys, you get 2 distinct sprues, okay? That's what I'm going to call them. Some people call them different things, but I call them sprues. So let's look at this. Because, guys, Fantasy Flight is just venturing into plastic minis. And I will say they're doing a pretty fantastic job with these models. Now, unlike the ARC Troopers, you do get a little bit more options with building of these guys. Not a lot, but you do get some. I kind of like the details. The sub-assemblies aren't bad. So, pretty nice. Alright, and then even more, like right here are your 3 rockets for your Mandos, if you want to give them rockets on their backs, which is pretty cool. Now, I know a lot of people were not really excited for the Mandalorians when they came out, and I'm not going to lie to you, they were not my... as a player, they're not the most greatest thing in the world, but as a painter and a modeler, these guys are, I'm really excited for them. Now, let's take a look at this. So this is what Fantasy Flight calls the instructions. I don't call it this. I call this a parts list. So, GW and other retailers will kind of give you, and in fact, I have a set of their instructions right here. So they'll give you step-by-step options, like, hey, or instructions, like, hey, glue these 2 pieces together, then make the torso, and then put the torso on the legs, then put this arm on, then put that together. These are actual instructions and tell you step-by-step how to build the models. What Fantasy Flight gives you is a parts list. So it can be a little harder for new players out there and new modelers that aren't used to like the GW plastic kits. So they give you a group of parts that all fit in there to help you make the final model. Now, what I normally suggest if you are a new builder out there, build the main body first. So on this model, it would be A1, A2, A3, okay? And then put the arms on, and finally the head together. Don't use too much plastic glue because it can seep into the visor for the helmet and take away some of the details. After that, guys, you're going to take the backpack and put it on the model itself. Now, here's where you have an option. You have these little stands here. This is what attaches to the ball, so you can attach the model to the flying stand. Now, I pre-glued mine onto the bottom of these backpacks because you can't really see it that much. All right, and it'll blend in once you paint it. And then I left the flight stand separated, and I primed and painted the model as is. Well, I will paint the model as is. But if you want to know how to prime these guys, I'll do a separate video showing how I did that to where you can prime them without having to like grab them, which is actually a really interesting way of doing it. But guys, in this kit, right, it's kind of weird instructions. So you get your unit leader, which is this guy, and he's flying. You get a regular guy on foot here. Now, this model is actually two different options. You can either have Tristan Wren with his actual like gun, or a double pistol, just regular Mando. I wish they would have had another option for a regular Mando with a gun like this instead, but instead they just made it Tristan Wren. Now then you'll have another flying Mando with double pistols like normal. Then you'll have another option. So you either can make the duelist, which is the heavy weapon for the regular Mandalorian squad, or you can make a regular Mando. So that's an option there. And then up here, you have one more regular Mandalorian on foot. And then you have Ursarin with some options on, you know, helmets. So either with the viewfinder down, you can do arm up and like that, or you can do viewfinder up and then arm outstretched. So pretty neat little posability. So when we count it, guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on foot, and then 1, 2, 3 in the air. This is a kit that's probably going to be a little harder to convert than the ARC Troopers for models on foot. Oh, and there's the completed squad, guys. But overall, guys, it's a fantastic kit. Now, let's look into the thing I know most of y'all are probably here for, which are the cards. So let's go into the unit cards, and then we'll go from there. So the Mandalorian Resistance, this is your generic Special Forces card. It's 72 points a model, so it's not a cheap unit. All right, especially because there's only 3 wounds in the whole unit. Now, they have Impervious, so you roll extra dice when the person has Pierce, and they have Nimble, which is actually going to be pretty decent, especially when the new card comes in to where you can give dodge tokens to other units. Now, they have 1 health each, 2 courage, and they roll red defense dice. They surge to save and surge to hit. So for Rebels, this is going to be your highest save in the game. Okay. As far as weapons go, their pistols are range 1 to 2, 2 black, and in combat, they roll a black and a white. Okay. And then they have all the gear options you could ever want. All right, so they can take their rockets, and they can take the duelist, which actually let's do right now. So the heavy weapon option for this unit is the Beskar Duelist. It's 2 red dice in combat. So now you gain Duelist. So when you perform a melee attack, if you spend an aim token, gain Pierce 1 while defending against a melee attack. If you spend a dodge token, gain Immune Pierce. So, pretty good, actually, to add to the unit. 28 points is a little hefty, but it kind of brings you right up there into the 100-point range. So, not terrible, but not bad. Now that that's over, let's look into the other card we get in here, because you can actually build both of these units out of one kit. So you get the Clan Wren. So this is a unique unit. You can only have one of these in the game. All right, it's 34 points, and you're like, why is it so cheap? Because it's literally one model. It's just one regular Mandalorian. They have Jump 2. You must equip Tristan Wren and Ursarin into this unit. And then same thing with Impervious and Nimble. But they also have Retinue Sabine Wren. So at the start of the activation phase, if you're within range 1 of 2 of Sabine Wren, gain 1 aim or dodge token. So this works out really well with Nimble because you can keep getting your dodges back if you spend them. But guys, this is not a unit you're going to have out in the open, and hopefully they're not going to spend those dodges like crazy. Now they have 2 health each. All right, 2 courage, red saves, surge to hit, surge to save. Pistols are the same as 2 black dice, but in combat they have 2 black dice instead of the black and the white, like the regular Mandalorian Resistance. Same upgrades, but a little bit different. They can take rockets like normal, but they're not able to take the duelist because you must equip Tristan Wren and Ursarin. You have no options in this unit other than that. So let's look into those. So the first one we're going to look at, guys, is Ursarin. This is probably the one that I am least likely to take. because not only, guys, can these guys have to go in Clan Wren, but you can also have them in as your heavy weapons for your regular Mando squads too. So she has a range 1 to 2 weapon, which is good. It keeps her in line with the rest of the unit, so you don't have like a weird one model that has a different range than everybody else. She has 2 wounds. She rolls a black, a red, and a white, so not bad pool. She gains Dauntless. This is your leader mini, and remember, you can only ever have 1 leader in a unit. Okay, and then long shot. Spin and aim and increase the range of this weapon's maximum range by 1, which is really good if you have her with Tristan. So she's 38 points. She's a little expensive, but not too bad. All right, and then the one I think you're going to see a lot as a heavy weapon upgrade in these units, guys, is Tristan Wren. So he has 2 wounds. His weapon is 2 blacks at range 1 to 3. He has lethal, so you spend the name token and you gain Pierce 1. And suppressive, which is actually pretty good. A lot of people underestimate suppression in this game. And guys, like we see with Shore Troopers and Death Troopers, it's pretty devastating. Right? And he is 38 points for this one model. So your Clan Wren can get pretty expensive. Now, we also have the gun upgrade for both units, which is the jetpack rockets. And you actually get 2 cards in the box, which is really nice. It's range 3 to floor, 1 red, blast, impact 1 while ignoring a... when attacking a unit that has armor, change 1 hit into a crit. So it kind of helps you get some extra damage in there. So the jetpack's pretty good, not bad. Yeah. And then X, 1 use only. Alright, and then they also come with situational awareness, ascension cables, and the droid poppers, all which we've kind of seen in the other Special Forces boxes. So overall, guys, a fantastic unit. And then cards, they're like the other normal cards you get in these boxes. But guys, overall, a fantastic unit with a ton of stuff in this box. And it's a good meaty box. It really gives you the stuff you want in it. So guys, this is our Clan Wren unboxing. I hope you like it. I hope you go out there and get your own Clan Wren models. One other tip I want to go through and tell y'all about, now that I just think about it, where's she at? Okay. If you are building Ursarin, take her 2 legs and attach them into E1 before you put E4 in, or else you will be in for a sad day trying to put this model together. So again, attach those 2 into E1 before you go to E4, or else it will be a bad day. Alrighty, guys. But that's our review for Clan Wren, guys. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, guys. We are back. We are happy to be here, guys. And I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. This is Queen City Gaming, folks, signing out.